Before we get into day 2, I thought I'd share a quick moment from our arrival yesterday. This is Les, our wonderful taxi driver who took us from Gatwick Airport to Heathrow. However, because of a misturn, we had a wonderful detour around some great sights. This is the Hammersmith Bridge, as seen on the UK show New Tricks. It is the first suspension bridge over the River Thames, originally sanctioned back in 1824. This bridge was so stunning and had so much character, it was truly something to see. I just had to share. Okay, on to day 2. The Tower of London. Today started bright and early. We first arrived at the Tower of London. Since we were early, we had some time to wander about, taking in the scenery around the area. Once inside, the first order of business was to go see the crown jewels. Through the gates, we made our way up the hill. When I was here the last time, they were held in the White Tower. However, now they are over in the Jewel House in the Waterloo block, which is formerly a barracks adjacent to it. Since we arrived right at the opening, there were no people in line and we walked straight in. As you can see, no one is there. The sentry is part of a military guard stationed here to provide protection for the crown jewels. The military guard comes from an operational unit of the armed forces that is currently employed on ceremonial duties. On duty here, we see the Rifles Regiment, formed back in 2007. Once outside, we took a look back. In just the 30 minutes or so, a line had already formed and was growing by the minute. Talk about great timing. On the way, we saw this really cool cannon dated back from around 1607, which weighed almost 6 tons.
Home defense.
I highly recommend the tour by the yeoman warders. Just do it. You'll laugh and learn stuff. Our guide was very entertaining and informative. I'm going to post a separate video of him since it was a show in itself. The families of the yeoman warders actually reside there on the premises, and we caught a peek at some of their living quarters, which looked quite homey. After the tour, we spent some time exploring, taking in the towers, including Trader's Gate, and the ramparts, and the other buildings. You even had a chance to feel what chainmail felt like and how heavy it really was, and see what it must have felt like 1,000 years ago during attacks and uprisings of all kinds. We kinda got into it a little bit. Sometimes there were fun, unexpected surprises. After 1,000 years of history, the Tower of London is rich in the mystique and history of the British Empire, and it was the perfect starting point for our stay in London.